Oh, good morning, good peoples of the world. We are here back at you after we successfully had a premiere yesterday that didn't get blocked. I think a couple people were confused in the chat yesterday. Why do I feel like it's messed up? There we go. Let's try that. How about that? There we go. Excuse me. Some people were thinking that it could still get blocked. The reason I did a premiere and I did the recording beforehand is to try to avoid that. So if it was going to get blocked, it was going to get blocked in its upload form, and then I would have to tell you guys it's still blocked and we're still not going to have the premiere. If it went through and the premiere actually started, that means that it actually made it through all the copyrights. So it did get blocked partially because of one of the songs, and it got blocked only in Russia. So that's been happening a lot lately. Almost everything that we're putting out is getting partially blocked by Russia only. Go figure there. But this premiere yesterday got blocked only in Russia for one song, but everything else was a full go. So that's why you guys could do it. That's what we're doing here, as Colin just said. We are taking a chance today because we all know this is Colin's gifted Haken set. Now, just to remind you, originally we joked and said, oh, he has to pick 5 Haken songs, but we were just joking, or whoever turned in the set was just joking. And they said, no, let's make it 2. And so he is required to play 2 Haken songs. However, he may play all 5 Haken songs that's still on the table, but he was only required to play 2. So maybe we'll get 3 and 2 of his own, or maybe so there still is a chance for you guys to hear something other than Haken today, depending on what Colin has chosen to do. So it looks like we got some people in the chat. Ivy, what's up, Jim? Good to see you. Arrow has made it this morning, although I don't see Scott K. Where's Scott K? He's still sleeping. Ryan, you need to give him a little beep on your walkie-talkie and say, get your ass up and get to the chat. Who else is in the chat? We got Jean-Francois. Yeah, he probably is still asleep. So, yeah, this is going to be quite interesting. I did see that I lost a subscriber from yesterday. So I'm almost certain it is because I didn't like Elephant's song. And there have been 2 or 3 comments in that video in particular where people are not too happy, well, at least 1 or 2, that I didn't like the Elephant song. And I even said it in the chat, or in the live, I guess it wasn't a live stream. I said it in the video that, sorry, Haken people, I know you're not going to be happy, but definitely don't like that song. I don't hate it like I kind of hated some of their other carnival songs. It didn't go full carnival, but it definitely wasn't something I liked. And I will listen to it again, obviously, as I do with everything. But I'm almost positive that song is not going to be one of the growers. If anything, song number 2 would be a grower, a potential one that like, oh, later I didn't like this at first. I like it more now. But I don't think song number 4, Elephants, is going to be something that grows on me. It just wasn't for me. Now, that said, there has been a few times in the past where I have changed my mind on songs, so it could happen. I just am predicting that it probably won't. So I am open-minded, all you people and lurking in the channel thinking that I'm not really open-minded. Open-minded a lot in this world means you don't like what I like. That's why I love people on this channel, because when we're in the chat, it's kind of like, yeah, I wish you would, and maybe you should think about it, but I understand as well. So another question before we get into this is I tried to fix the microphone a little bit. I messed around with it a little bit, which is why I was a little late today. I was trying to figure out that sound. Is that sound still happening? Again, I can't hear it right now because I only have it going through to you guys in the output. When I put it in output and monitor, I got it. I clicked one of these buttons and it went away. So Nobody hears it. This could be a revelation. This could be a great thing. So turning this button all the way to the top maybe has fixed the issue. So let's hope that it stays like that. And yeah, we will let you know. Okay, so let's get into this. Hopefully the problem is solved, even for now, at least for now. I would not be surprised if it came back. The other option I had is I brought this towel with me, and I was just gonna try to like hold it up right here so it block this whole like exchange. It's going back and forth, which is what I think is making it sound in the first place. I don't think it's internal to the microphone. Anyway, enough technical talk about that crap. Let's get into this and see what it sounds like in the chat that I have heard. Is that true? Have I heard every Haken song off of every album they have? Is that true? Because it sounds like Colin has said that he thinks that he picked one that I haven't heard. I didn't even know that I had heard all of the songs with the completion of the new album. I thought there were still other old songs that I haven't. I knew there was other albums that I had finished, but I didn't know that I had finished every single song off of every album. I totally forgot about that. So, all right, well, we'll see what maybe Colin missed that, or maybe we didn't get it because he said he didn't see it on the Excel document. So maybe this is like something from a long time ago that maybe I've even forgotten, or maybe I do know it. Watch it be like drowning in the flood or something like that. So, are you guys ready? This is exactly what he says. So, Colin says, hello, folks. Blimey. Somebody was kind enough to allow me to share my love for Haken and their many wondrous songs, including that long one and that other long, but not quite as long one. Is that the title? Great tunes indeed. I can just feel the sarcasm dripping off your lips. He says, now for those that aren't aware, I have developed a reputation as something of a Haken hater. So all of you who are listening to this that are, oh, by the way, that's a good segue. Please like, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel so that Colin gets some more people to listen to this or watch this video. All like 10 people more. So, for those of you who have not been on the channel and you may be listening to this for the first time, he says, for those of you who aren't aware, I have developed a reputation on the channel as something of a Haken hater, which he definitely is. I would say you're just a hater in general. You don't typically like most stuff, as I said before. It's very rare that Colin... I can't even think of a song that Colin was like, hell yeah, this is a great song. Have you done that, Colin? Other than the ones you turn in for the sets? I don't think there's been a single song where Colin's been like, yes, this is going on a playlist. This is great. Or at least I can't remember. But let me know in the chat, Colin. He says, I disagree with this. I just think they suck. Let me read that whole sentence again. That's too funny. Now, for those that aren't aware, I have developed a reputation as something of a Haken hater. I disagree with this. I just think they suck. Oh, that's too funny. All right, so he says, however, as mentioned, some mysterious person has paid for a set and tasked me to choose 5 Haken songs. Well, 2. Like, maybe you picked 5, but for this set, and I have done so under great duress. Oh, so it looks like we are getting 5 fucking Haken songs. There's no way we haven't had. So definitely some of these are going to repeat, be repeats. He says, I never back down from a challenge. However, Haken is currently on a label that loves to block reactions, especially on Cap's channel. Yes. So I've taken the time to make some edits to avoid the block and merge my 5 picks into one video in the hope that that avoids copyright bots. And I've also made it smaller. So we'll just have to see if this is going to work. Let's see as well. What can I do? What can I do? Maybe I can stop it and play it and put a filter on it. Maybe I could do that. So, anyway, here we go. So he starts with this. I don't know what the first song is because he put it all, merged it all into one set or one thing. I don't think that's really going to help. The bot picks up what the bot picks up. So Here we go. Let's see what he's got for us. This is like in the middle of the song. Are you doing some funny business? Yeah. Okay, I guess you're doing it in 10-second increments.
By the cockroach and its promise, I fantasized about soaring with golden wings. Hypnotized by the cockroach and its promise, I was compromised.
Waiting for the warning to come up. Oh yes, prosthetic. Okay, is this the start? We've obviously heard prosthetic. Okay. What the hell? Is that it? What the hell? What do you say? He says, and there we have it. 5 Haken songs for you guys. I hope it didn't take too much time, and thanks for coming to the set. See you later. Well, technically he did it. Technically he got the 5 songs in order. Nice job. Yeah, I didn't get it right at first because I was trying to pay attention for the fucking warning bot thing to come up. But yeah, that was great. We got 5 Haken songs. All of them we have heard before, so I guess that does answer the question for everybody. What song was he going to come up with? Wow. So whoever turned in the set, you got your money's worth. he paid his dues. You know, he put in the 5 songs. So what can you do? Colin, nice job. Thank you all for joining today's live stream. And guess what? We didn't have to worry about a freaking block. Peace out, Captain says. Just kidding. So he did send me another email, and it says this. Okay. Let's do this properly. Now, to avoid the Haken copyright curse, I have taken 2 songs from the first 2 albums when they were the Sensory Records, avoiding any inside-out nonsense. Okay? One song is all new to the channel, and the other is an instrumental version of a song that has been on the channel before. Now, I know we have a fair few Haken fans on this channel, so I won't name the instrumental track. Let's see how many know it by sound alone. For the last 3 songs, he's going to offer something different. He says that I have offering 2 bands that I feel have that Haken feel in their sound. So he's kind of sticking with, I guess, a Haken kind of sound. They just do it better than Haken does, in my opinion, but haven't had the exposure Haken has had for one reason or another. So he says, let's do this. So here is the first one. He says, this song, he says, right, description goes here, I guess. Well, it's well produced, I guess. Raw sounds, fine, I guess. It's Haken, so it's mostly a bit naff. What the fuck does naff mean? Does that mean, like, shit in British language? So he says, whatever this song is that we're going to play right now, he says, it's well produced, I guess. Raw sounds fine, I guess. It's Haken, so it's mostly a bit naff. What the fuck does naff mean? Okay, I don't know that. I've never heard that one. I've heard some Irish sayings like Bjor. I hit this Irish guy in Korea. They'd be like, oh, she's a fine Bjor, which just means hot girl. And they would say, Jesus. All right, so, okay, it means rubbish. All right, so let's get into this. This is Eternal Rain. Hopefully it doesn't get blocked. Actually, I'm going to start recording right now. Start recording. Okay, we're recording in case this gets blocked, and then I will put it back up on Discord. Here we go. We have heard the song. Sorry, Jason, you Mr. Nazi. British, whatever, form of English. Yeah, I wonder if it had to be in one of the hodgepodges, maybe. I know the song rather well. I love that. Don't know the words yet, though. I haven't. And not just blocks, but John Feedy is the one who made the list, and he made it kind of after a lot of stuff had been done. I'm waiting for that fucking warning light to pop up. Love this part. Oh, did you find it? Nice job, Jeff. He found it. Holy shit. Who did that typo? What was the date of it, Jean-Francois? Which, by the way, I love this song. The song is great. See? Break it into halftime. Really like the song. Probably in my top 15 Haken songs. That's tough because I have a lot of great Haken songs. You know what? Maybe I should do just my favorite top 10 Haken songs. That might be good. You already know top 3, 4. Colin, this sucks. This is so good. Very Dream Theater-ish, which is probably why I like it a lot. Even that keyboard patch is very Dream Theater patch. Obviously, the guitar solo is a bit different, a little more bluesy than Petrucci. Although that's very Petrucci right there. Exactly, Arrow. We were thinking alike. Except this part. Maybe I'll get my Haken subscriber that left yesterday back after I say how much I love this song. I love it. Don't love this part here. It kind of borders on that cheesy Haken stuff, but it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. That. Just stop. I remember saying the first time I heard it, like, don't stay here too long. Don't stay here too long. And we're back. Nice fills there. officially... Wait a minute. Maybe this song is the second most played after Graves. Now that we've heard it twice. Lactose intolerant, I like that. Maybe it's something like Haken intolerant. Actually, Cucumber, I would say most people I hear, at least on the channel, talk about how they like their carnival sounds. I think I might be one of the only ones that can't stand it. It's not even like I don't like it, I can't stand it. Like, it totally ruins the song for me. The only critique I really have of Haken. That's yeah, it is. So yeah, love that song. Glad you chose it, and I do find it hilarious that it was a typo that caused us to miss, or to cause you to miss that one. Which makes me think, I wonder, remember when we were doing Casey Kasem's Top 40? If there was like 3 or 4 of them, I couldn't find who picked them. Maybe the same thing happened in those circumstances. Maybe there's some typos that made us forget. Wouldn't that be funny if that was the problem? And when we went back, somebody else actually won it and not Adrian. Adrian would have to pay me my money back for his set because he didn't actually win. Yeah, so maybe I should go back and just type in the first couple letters to see if we had some typos in Casey Kasem's Top 40. Because there was like, I think 3 songs. Maybe that's what happened with the Arch Echo song. Because I don't know why that would just end up in there. That's weird. Did I just happen to put Arch Echo on my playlist somehow? And that would never happen. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and double check, and maybe we can find out if there was like 2 or 3. And if it was the same person, maybe it was John Feedy, and John Feedy was right below Adrian for the tie. It could switch things up, and I would have to go back and give him his thing back. All right, so let's get into the second one. He says, Haken Mystery Instrumental. He says, no description here, though I will say as an instrumental might be my favorite Haken song. I'm sure that pained you to say that there, Colin. He says, that's like being the most popular person in prison, though. Not really saying much. Hey, but you said something. It is something. So let's hear what this mystery one is. And tell us why this is your favorite one. Why am I having a hard time? For those of you who hate... Oh, The Mind's Eye. Cucumber, have you heard of Casey Kasem, you dumb shit? That's how he says it. Casey Kasem's Top 40. That's how he says it. Go listen to him. Although he's before your time, I think. You're too young to know Casey Kasem. For some reason, I don't know this song well enough to know the singing. Love the bass part. Why am I having trouble placing this? Did I not put this on a set? Or on a playlist? I'm pretty sure I have this on a playlist. Mind's Eye. Tough. I really like this, but I also like Eternal Rain. Yeah, Colin, you need to rank this. Do you like this better than the first one? Okay, here you go, Colin. This is a good question for you. Man, this is such a... I do like this instrumental as an instrumental. I'm trying to... And I would guess with this kind of background, Ross sounds really good on this. I'm glad I'm a pain in your ass, Scott, because my wiener's so big that when I stick it in, you can't handle it. I don't know why I'm not remembering. Did I somehow not put this on a playlist? I'm not ringing a bell. Because when I hear, I think it's Veil, I hear the instrumental for Veil in 1985, I'm like singing along, trying to do my best impression of Ross. I gotta go check. How is this not on the playlist? I should know this. Just even the sound of the instrumental is awesome. And that is the end. Let's go back. So according to what he has said, that officially ends our Haken time on the channel with him. So I think everyone should give Colin a round of applause for having to put up with that. So whoever turned that set in, I think Colin did a pretty good job at satisfying what you wanted, whoever that was. And whoever that was that turned that set in, you can reveal yourself at any time. Go ahead in the chat if you are in the chat. It might be somebody that we don't even know. I don't know. But if you are in the chat and you did do this, you may reveal that you're the one who put it up to him to do this. So, all right, let's get into the third song. He says this is Lalu, which we've had on the channel exclusively because of Colin. I have several of those songs on playlists. This is called Emotionalized. It's a very short song, or kind of short song. It says, here we go, on to the good stuff. Now, as far as a comparison to Haken, I think Lalu comes closest in terms of vocals. Musically, there's only some slight similarities, as Lalu is distinctly less heavy overall and tends to focus more on groove, especially with Jelly Cardarelli's drum grooves. Here we go with Emotionalized. So, since we've had Lalu on the channel quite a bit because of Colin, does anybody else like these guys? And talk about groove. Yep. I have 3 or 4 of their songs on playlist. Okay, so it seems like some people are kind of like on the fence with them. People are like, I kind of like them, but not enough to really dig into them. That's the sentiment. It's weird. The singer here, what's his name? I always forget his name. That's it, Damien Wilson's voice. Damien Wilson. I always forget his name. But but it's very distinct. And every time I hear it, I think of Chosen One. Yeah, I sure hope Cannibal Corpse is not on here. It will get blocked. Okay, I was liking it. I don't like this change that much. Back to the groove. Now I like this part. I think he described it correctly, Ryan. Yes, Cardarelli, man. One of the more impressive drummers I've heard on the channel. When he said, this is kinda like Haken with more groove focus, which I think is true. Yes, and this song is gonna go on a playlist if they keep going like this. Yeah, I don't know. I get what they're doing with the. Maybe this will be a part that grows on me, but I don't like this part of it. But the groove, dude, Jelly Cardarelli, baby. This dude knows how to play some fucking groove. Dude, I'm saying 1, 3, 2. I mean, it's gonna be hard to beat Eternal Rain. Great song. Love this section, dude. Like a very Yes Genesis section. Dude, Jelly Cardarelli, dude. Holy shit! I didn't like that. That was a little too much. Like, too busy in that section, but dude, I would say most of the time this dude picks some sick-ass grooves. Yeah, I don't think the last beat, it wasn't the last beat. It was a little too much. All right, so yeah, you guys, I don't like it more than Eternal Rain, but I do like it more than the instrumental version of Mind's Eye. I'm still gonna have to go back to Mind's Eye and figure out why the fuck I didn't recognize it. But that was great groove. I agree. It had like a Haken kind of comparison, but definitely more groove oriented. And that's going on a playlist because it was great. Other than, and I've said this before, but I think Cardarelli is becoming one of my top 3 drummers on the channel. I know everybody loves Baird, which I do too. Sorry, my knee is itching. That's why I'm itching my knee. Stop itching. Stop itching. And I like Baird too. But I'm not as impressed with Baird for whatever reason as I am, especially with Adam Janzi. Adam Janzi is the GOAT of drumming right now, in my opinion. Yes, I do think Richardson is amazing for Between the Buried Me, as long as they're not singing. And Cardarelli, dude. Jelly Cardarelli, baby, is very much impressing me with his grooves. And according to Colin, this dude is just not really well known, and he's kind of underrated, underknown, I should say. Maybe not underrated. Yeah, so Those would be, I'd say Baird would be after that, maybe. I know that's going to piss off some Lepers fans because they just think he's God. And he is very, very good. I think part of it, too, is... Does everybody notice when Baird plays, he does this whole... with his mouth when he's concentrating? It's like a John Mayer characteristic, which is bad. Anyway, that's a side note. All right, let's go to the fourth song, which is also Lalu. This is called Reset to Preset. That's kind of an interesting title. It says more Lalu coming up. This song has more of a funk feel, and Lalu doesn't just go to Funktown. They rent a room and stay there for 2 nights. Sweet, I love funk. You'll see what I mean at the 408 point of the song with one guitarist's, I always say his name wrong, Jupe. I know it's not Jupe, but it looks like Jupe. Best solo. So you're saying this is one of his best solos. Let's get into it and find out. Groovy. If it was not my knee, I'd be going, showing my O face. So if you don't see an O face, it's definitely my knee. Okay, I don't feel groove. I mean, there is a groove for sure, but I don't get a sense of funky groove here. Okay, like this part, yeah. I get the Yes reference too. I'm definitely not digging this as much as the last song. Maybe it's because you set it up wrong. This does not sound like Funky Town to me. Am I on the wrong song? It's good, but you totally put me in a different space when you said Funky Town. This is not funky. This is more progressive, yesy. I mean, Cardarelli's doing some funky shit on the drums, but it's not like... Oh, okay, I thought you meant especially at 408. I didn't think you were saying it starts at 408. Arrow, I think you have a good point. I think there is some incongruencies with the stuff that Colin puts on the channel that he likes. I think John Beatty and Adrian are in the same exact situation. Man, I love that. With Dream Theater. And I've said it to John and Adrian. I think because everyone really likes Haken, because everyone really likes Dream Theater, they just have this like unconscious bias against everything they do. Because especially John and Adrian, the stuff that they've turned in on their sets, and then they just are like, yeah, Dream Theater sucks, I don't like them. They don't say sucks, but they say like they can't catch on to anything they play. It's just weird. It totally is incongruent. I'm still not hearing funk here. Okay, now, let's hear it. Shut it up. I jumped on the soapbox for a minute because Arrow. Okay.
Find yourself
I'm just gonna say, Colin, you're totally off on this. Okay. This is way more like Yes and not like Funk.
Did you find yourself higher than the world?
This is not Funk.
Did you
This
find
is
yourself
progressive Yes with like good grooves. This is totally not Funk at all. At all. It's not Funk at all. But I like it. Yeah, exactly. Good grooves. Well written. Thanks for the backhanded compliment, Cucumber. Ivy, I agree. Fucking Tower of Power, all the way. Earth, Wind, and Fire, all the way. Ooh. Meters, all the way.
Reset to preset and find another planet. Reset to preset.
I would still say this is the This part is the closest to Funk. It still isn't Funk.
Reset to
It's just a
preset
groove.
and find another planet.
Well, that is Funk. The Meters is Funk.
And find another planet.
Tower of Power is Funk. P-Funk.
Reset to
Parliament.
and find another planet.
Agreed, Ryan. You do need to get back to Deer Hunter.
To preset.
I haven't heard their whole new album. I've heard 2 songs. Is that it?
Find another planet.
Is that it? Okay, so let me say. Let's see. So this is going to be. I didn't like it as much as Eternal Rain, and I didn't like it as much as the last song for Lalu, but I did like it. So, I do want to apologize for whatever reason. I tried to find a healthy balance between talking, but not talking too much during a song. But every once in a while, I fail, and I think I failed in this last song. I got on a soapbox. Thank you very much, Arrow. And I got too focused in on the fact that it wasn't Funk. So, apologies for that. I'll do better. And I will say, I did like that song. I just think it was very Yes, progressive rock more than it would be anything close to Funk. But I like it. It will go on a playlist. My only critique of it is I didn't like that very ending part where he starts talking. I am just not a fan of fucking talking in the middle of songs. Like, even in Repentance, when Dream Theater does Repentance, I just hate it when he's like, I get the sentiment of it at the end, but I just don't like it when people just start talking in the song. It's like, come on, just go back to singing. But I still stand by my words that I did overtalk in the song. But I still stand by the words that I think there's a blockage going on for John Feedy and Adrian when it comes to Dream Theater. Because there's no way they can like the stuff that they like and turn in and not see how that connects or is very in the ballpark and range of what Dream Theater does on a lot of their songs. And so I think the similar thing might be happening to Colin as well. I think Colin just does not want to like Haken, and therefore he will not like Haken, because you're right, a lot of this stuff is within the same ballpark as Haken, and you hate Ross's voice, but then you love this guy's voice. It seems odd because they're not that far apart from each other. All right, so let's get to the last one before this set is over. This is Lost in Thought, so we've got a new band, or at least to the set today. Coming Home. Oh shit, this is a 9-minute song. All right, let's get into this. We finish up this Haken-inspired set with Lost in Thought. These guys share so many similarities with Haken musically. Where they differ is their approach to vocals, with LIT or lit taking a less poppy. Oh, lost in thought. I was like, what the fuck is lit? I was thinking lit like awesome. Lost in thought taking a less poppy, more power approach. Okay, so this is going to sound more power metal-y than probably Haken does. Of course, the standout for this song is David Gray's guitar work. This guy can shred with the likes of Michael Romeo, but then switch and pull out emotional passages up there with Petrucci. Sweet. That's the set for real this time. I want to thank the person who paid for this set. I hope you found this to be satisfactory to what you were looking for. Very good job. Let's get into Lost in Thought, Coming Home. Okay. I would call this even more funkier than the last song already. Dude. Definitely like the way this is started. The mixture of the straight like funk and then the like ethereal stuff mix is good. At 6 o'clock on a Christmas morning. Okay, the fact that it's 9 minutes, I can get into this like lead in, but waiting for more. Damn. Digging it so far. Let's see where it goes and when the singing comes in. Oh, I love that switch. Do it again. Yes! Nice switch. Good beat one. It continues like this. Again, the singing is going to make or break it, I think. Exactly, Ivy. That's how I'm feeling too. Dude, this is fucking sick so far. Dream Theater here. Yeah, this is very Dream Theater-like. Something off the new album a little bit. I mean, that's a sick groove. I hope there's not singing, Scott.
Arise, my Lord, can you lead today? Can you show us how to wait? Come, my soul, follow in my footsteps.
Well, Ivy, they are considered the poster boys for Prague, so of course they're going to be the one that I, besides the fact that I like them. Did you see the video? That was a nice transition. Watch Become the Night video. Everything he says is exactly right. For whatever reason, good or bad, Dream Theater is the poster boys for this kind of music. voice doesn't ruin it for me, but it's taking it away a little bit. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it, but it definitely isn't adding to the epicness of what is the instrument. Dude, that's so like... These guys are really good at switching up the feel and the rhythm of like each section. I'm not lost, Ryan. I pulled back a little. I was hitting like a Woody at the beginning, and then like it's kind of like needs a little bit of just a tip to get it back up. Yes. Dun, love that lowness. Huh. There's some groove. Dude, these guys, this is way more groovy than the other stuff, man. This is sick. See, now my boner's coming back because there's no more singing. Holy shit! That sounded like As I Am solo. Man, that was very As I Am. A little groove at the end. Nice little harmony. Glad you're here, Cucumber. Does your clit get engorged too? Just made myself laugh. Imagining Cucumber's engorged clit.
Lessons learned and mistakes were made. I see movement as the darkness fades, but we get to go. We're going home.
Damn, this is tough.
I'm coming home.
Musically, I like this. Instrumentally, I like this more than Eternal Rain. But the voice is enough, and the length of it is enough to maybe put it behind number one. I'll have to see how it ends. Well, hope somebody's flicking it. Where's Alexis? Is she flicking it? I feel like that guitar riff right there sounds very Teramaze. Which, again, I think Teramaze is underrated for their riffs. Nice into halftime. Holy shit, this song is good, especially when he doesn't sing. When he sings, it doesn't get bad, it's just not as good. This could be a legitimate instrumental band. Well, that's, man, I'm telling you, that patch is even very Dream Theater-ish. Drink, everyone, motherfuckers. It's a very Derek Sherinian patch. Is this Derek Sherinian playing keyboards? How's it gonna end? Wow. So I think I'm gonna have to put that. I think overall that is better than Eternal Rain. Overall, it is a little long, but that was, dude, that was some sick, epic writing on their part. Damn, that was good. I'm putting it first. I wish it was a little bit shorter, but man, and the singing again, I don't hate it. It just takes away a little bit. I mean, it was kind of like it disrupts the flow of the instruments. And I think I said this before, but um, instrumentally, the only thing. So if you guys haven't seen on our Discord, someone posted "Become the Night." He's like a prog dude that's very very opinionated, and that's kind of how his channel got built. It's kind of like going to that what was that? What's that restaurant called? Ebdevevics, I think is what it's called in Chicago, where you go and like the waiters and the staff are purposely mean to you. It's like the shtick. So when you go in there, they're like, "Hey, go sit yourself. You can sit down, you lazy ass." Stuff like that. Um, I think Become the Knight's channel is popular because he's kind of a dick, and I think certain people like that kind of different kind of direct forwardness, and we're not gonna just tell you we like every song like so many channels do just to patronize the fucking listeners. Anyway, he put out a thing about a tier list of bands or whatever, prog bands. And yeah, a lot of stuff of that he mentioned I think was right on. The only thing I disagreed with in that video, if you guys have not seen it, go watch it if you like prog. The only thing I really disagreed with is he put Liquid Tension Experiment like in tier 3. That was the only thing that I think he's completely fucking high. He's got to be high. Because I know why he did it. And the reason he did it is because it's an instrumental. They're instrumental albums. And automatically, instrumental albums, you have a bit more work to do to like be memorable and to not get boring. Because the singing and the melody allows there to be more of a connection with the listener. Whereas with instrumentals, like Petrucci's kind of or Steve Vai or Satriani's like solo albums, you're really gonna have to work a little bit harder to make it really good. And I think Liquid Tension Experiment does that better than most instrumental albums. I think Osmosis, Acid Rain, When the Water Breaks, the new album, I can't even think of a lot of the titles. They have so many tracks off of all three albums that are very, very memorable. Universal Mind, Kinetic Energy, or Kinetic, I can't remember. I think they do a great job of being very memorable and very good. The reason I'm saying this is because I think this could have stayed instrumental and been just as good. Like without the vocals, I think they did a good enough job, and I felt like they were like riding this wave of really, really good energy on the instrumental stuff, and then the singing didn't ruin it. It just kind of, I felt like took some wind out of the sails of the instrumental brilliantness of that. So that is my take. That will go on a playlist. Nice job. Overall, great set there, Colin. And we will see you. I don't have it up yet. I will put it up. But Ivy, you are tomorrow. Your set is tomorrow. Yeah, Colin, that's exactly what I was saying. I think that it does. I think that a lot of songs, not every song, of course, but a lot of it does. So, Ivy, we will see you here tomorrow night on Monday. Yeah, and we will see you for her set. What is she going to bring us? Is it going to be some more groove or what? Oh, should I do it and upload it there? Maybe I'll do that today. And upload it if it's gonna get blocked. I haven't looked at what the songs are, but yeah. Okay. Scott, I know people have different opinions of me. I just said I agree with everything you said except that, and that's okay that we disagree. Scott just talking trash now. Anyway, let's end us. Let's move on, and we will see you tomorrow night for Ivy's set. Whether it is a premiere or whether it is actually live, we'll have to see. Peace out.